Welcome on in. If you are looking for some advice on your money, maybe wondering what's going on with the current economy, you have come to the right place. This is Lowcountry Money Talk, and at the desk with me today, I have Phil Bloyd, and he's our resident expert. You know why? Because Phil, you always give us great advice. You help us really unpack what is all going on. You're with Revolutionary Financial Group, of course. Thanks for being here.
Good to be here again, Jessa.
I love hanging out with you.
Hey, let's see what we can find out about today.
Let's talk about something really fun. You ready? Can we talk about the federal debt?
That's probably not fun, but
I know.
Sure.
Let's talk about it anyway.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, let's find out how, we all know the size of our federal debt is an issue, but what we may not really reconcile with is how does it affect us, particularly those who are in retirement?
Right. Well, right now we're dealing with huge inflation.
Yeah.
That's partly related to the debt and the out of control spending, you know, the endless printing of money. So we're about 31.5 trillion. You know, the USDebtClock.org. I mean, that's that. When you go to that, you'll see like it's moving so quickly, and it'll show you how much interest is on the debt and all these different things. So with retirees, getting back to that, somebody's going to have to pay some bills somewhere.
Right.
But the thing that's killing us right now is just the huge inflation and all that. You know, the value of the dollar with inflation is not what it used to be.
Right.
So that's kind of a tax on all of us. We're paying more for everything.
Right.
So that's kind of, and also, you know, tax increases down the pike.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit more about that. So what does that mean for those who are in retirement or nearing retirement? How are those tax increases really affecting them?
Well, most retirees have stuffed a lot of their money in deferred accounts.
Right.
Deferred doesn't mean tax-free, it means later.
Later. Ooh.
So, you know, the government's going to decide at what rate they tax those funds as you take them out of your IRA. So that can be a little scary. So we're stashing away huge sums of money, and we don't know how much we're going to lose when we get into the distribution phase and actually have to take money out.
Right.
And at 73, you do have to take those funds.
Well, and that's the question that, you know, let's talk a little bit about that. For those who are drawing right now from their 401k, or I learned last time I saw you what a 403b is, essentially the nonprofit version of that. How can you still build wealth if there's all these extra taxes?
Well, first of all, I always say that if we save in fees and expenses and taxes, that's an excellent way to save money, even if the stock market's down. So that's one of the first things we want to look for.
Okay.
Because most people are paying too much to have their money managed. They're paying too much in taxes, and they're paying too high fees internally on a lot of their holdings. So that's an excellent place to start.
Okay. Now, is there such a thing for viewers watching as a safe money? Like, what would be a safe way to keep your money?
Well, when we want to look at low risk, you know, I always look at three things that are considered low risk in life, and one, staying in the bed and sleeping all day unless a tree falls through.
Oh, that sounds nice. Can I do
I'm
that?
just kidding. So, you know, when it comes to money, you know, when we think safe, we think, hey, government, right? Because the government's always, they have to pay their bills, even if they print more money, even if they charge us more taxes.
True.
You know, so we look at government issues. What does the government offer for lower risk? That's one thing. The other thing, people look to banks because they like the FDIC insurance and
feels
things
safe.
of that. Yeah,
There's
I can
a
see
seal on the
it.
door.
I can go touch it. Maybe somebody's working there today. I don't know. So the bank, and then also insurance. You know, we have most of our valuables, the things that we really cherish: life, health, car, home. You know, we look to insurance companies to insure those. So maybe a little bit of our retirement should be insured as well. So those are the three things I look for.
Okay, so how do we know who to talk to?
Well, remember, all financial advisors aren't the same. I'm independent, local, and fiduciary. So I specialize in retirees and the distributions that they have to take. This means I work for you, not a big company with a big sign over the door. You know, so we have that independent relationship. With a Revolutionary Wealth Review, you know, we'll have the team to assess how much you're paying in taxes, what your risk is, a portfolio analysis, and once all of that's done, then I will sit down with you and review that, and we will establish an income distribution strategy that's good also, not just in bull markets, but in bear markets that we're in as well.
And it's a great team. When you say local, I mean, they're literally, some of them sitting in studio today, right here. Yeah. It is local. It's a great time to take advantage of this offer from Phil and his team. This was a revolutionary wealth review, so beginning of the year, we're all kind of going through things anyways. It's no obligation, although I will say a good client for Revolutionary Financial Group, if you have $500,000 or more in investable assets, give Rachel a call and she'll get you all set up. And we will get you set up with more great information after the break here on Lowcountry Money Talk.